Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. I like it from Aka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. Oh, let's zoom. I want to hear the man. Oh, let's zoom. Hermano. Hermano. Oh, let's zoom. Oh, let's zoom.
Right. Good evening and welcome to today's edition of Nokremre live on Today Ghana News Meeting. Lawrence Afinebo. If you check your time, it's exactly 10 minutes past 6, and that's what we do here every Thursday, bringing you the show that seeks to speak the truth and nothing else. The only political show is make up for Mufancheme, and that's how it is. And today we are going to be having an interesting conversation with some people who have joined us in the studio. But before then, let me zoom in straight to some of the things we've got on the front page of the Evening Tribune. I'll take you straight to the Evening Tribune newspaper, and there's a lot going on. This is the only newspaper in Ghana here, no, the Gubiano. When you get a copy of the paper and you read that, you have everything intact in there. So, Pacho, what bad day Jibre na me fa unko pimo honum na yenchuchen komo. So before that, let me remind you that the show is live on Twitch via satellite, on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Nina search handle no Today Ghana News TV. Social channels are mobile may have and Nejumidi High FM 93.5. Achim Himai. The show is live on High FM, Samsung Kings Radio in Accra, Jamframa TV, Rara, Sekina Information Center, Tatale Northern Ghana, Adeliman Community Information Center, and so on. Samsung Fans TV, Flow. These are the channels that some may mobile medi Jumedi, Ebrobia will be an announcing channels. So we Pimo Jumedi on Facebook or any other streaming platform. Make sure you like, you share, and also Akunya Saudi who are doing Trebeba read it out for the people to at least know your thoughts or your opinions on this particular issue I ever discussing. Now, in there, I'm happy to say we having TV people in the studio. One is Eliphas Ankoma, member of the NPP Communications team. Sansunayo Abraham Daze, Western Region Communications team, member of the NDC. Dr. Masuda Bungo, a regular panelist, will be joining us, chairman for the NPP Russia branch. These are the people in Mewe Minimum Mobiling Common. Let me zoom in straight to the Evening Tribune newspaper. Na yemfa sama samre ekopie mu ewo ye front page emrel. So people in Bonya Dinkra, Unya kind pena okota, Ghana. We've captured all of it in the paper. Pebina kind now also get yourself informed and abreast with the things that are Ekos Ghana. So Ghana made it special. I should be thrilled by unforgettable Ghana experience on Africa tour. Some Ghana social media and 17 times we be won't say in your bema be. What Jan and 17 times so papa I should speak. Na some you say over Ghana no. I exciting a man papa. The tour no Ghana is unforgettable. Niaji, he on any team. Munkoso na mumu ejuma na mu project Africa, especially Ghana. That happens to be the gateway of Africa. Joint asset claims collapse. Legal record shows that the Lumber's property were solely owned. And I just say, Omo pre Japadini nano. Bed the amount. Papa that Lumber properties, you know. Heading. Mahama seeks Jamaica's backing for his historic UN slave trade resolution. Samson Aoba downside Niger, Ghana to build the largest bridge at Afram Plains. These are the topics and issues the front page of the Evening Tribune newspaper. Mr. Okope, get yourself abreast with whatever that is going on in Ghana. Now also be informed why. I'm sure, and then as a member of Kokakra, let me get this short message from Ras Mubarak. Short message. It's like a quick commercial break. When I come back, we'll continue the show. Please don't go nowhere.
Oh, say yay! The African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026. Society, ya pa hunting over Francis Consults, Eto Esa Afro Esbitesa, and what Ghana, any Africa, some showcase creativity, and what global stage. So we artists, fashion designer, chef, musician, and empo, cultural entrepreneur, and you know, so what the African young creativity, every global stage, and what Europe, ya boy ya pomo atuho, ya show registration, I say, and it's 2% participating, and now on getting more information there, and you know, contacting our home so +374 558 508 11 and +233 542 545 815. Following our Facebook, Ope and Sembisa and Bibi Piata e fire home. Ubetimi I email and so ewo African Cultural Festival 2018 at gmail.com. African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026, made of way. Africa on display, culture without borders. Yeah, that was it.
Welcome to Beyond Makeup, where beauty and confidence are taken to a whole new level. Here, we pamper and take care of you like royalty. Enjoy our gentle waxing, refreshing facials, and soothing massages that melt away stress and leave your skin glowing. We also offer professional makeup services, manicures, pedicures, durable nail extensions, and perfectly sculpted ombre brows. We give you the most perfect soft lashes that highlight your natural beauty. At Beyond Makeup, every visit is more than just a service. It's an experience of care, elegance, and transformation. Locate us at Chado Last Stop or call us on 0559 933 505 or 0506 474 911. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Beyond Makeup, your journey to wellness starts here.
Right, welcome back from the commercial break. We can say we are criminal live on Today Ghana News TV. Mr. Osisi and I will join here on any of the social media platforms. Now make sure say oba reba kuna Mr. Say oye man. Support, like and share button. So share na bibi obi no unya akwenya no mfa na dwenche mana mfa ni dwumedi embum. When we sit here to serve God and mankind. Enti na mpeniform no mbedi me na same omugya mbibia na mobeka say the bedwendwe de ekoso Ghana ho. And actually, Mr. Also, what can you say? Good voice, back count to be will be an Mr. When you come, just make sure you relax yourself, listen, and also add your thoughts, your views, comments, and opinions. We'll be so glad to share it. Now, let me go straight to Studio B. Now, Penifa and Sir account when May and your midi jumano. Me introduce your mona so far. No, in fact, media network. So, Penny Abraham Daze, only a Western Region Communications team member. This is the first time joining us on Today Ghana News TV. Opening, good evening. Check your opening mic. I'm nice and mic no off kakra. Yes, opening, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Charlie. Thank you for having me.
Yes, you are welcome. Now, Western region to saying so far, especially in your constituency, to saying what's going on so far.
Oh, so far so good. You see, generally, Ghanaians are experiencing good governance. Good governance now is Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the Ozaban. What reflects in my head there? I region Biaran on there to Memufun we know you then waji. Actually, most more wanted to pay fuel, though. Actually, most more yes, in way now, then. And them any Jenny in a woman or Western region a day. Now, say ban is Kado Katan constituency. Maybe I may one army constituency executive member. I'm one of now. It's Kado Katan de Nyakupon why and Adam. For the first time, for the past 24 years, this is the first time we've gotten an NDC MP. Or it sounds we have female MP. And she's in the person of Professor Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa and the current Deputy Minister for Health. Juma, my men, Dr. Grace always always Kado Keten constituency, Obol Adrian and Tasedo. And there, a month for when one would there, Mammy and NDC for honor. One made the end of that, Damhema, Yanu made the end, or Brenna Manhun, or two is Kado Keten constituency. Embassy here currently. Kojokro market or that one. Sisia on my main Dr. Grace now was in do NDC Abenti. The market near Sesania in 24-hour market Sisia. On Tebiara, a quana. Why are you ye? A shame. In Traban Quanta a shame. At a quantama crum quano. On child by February. A year just more, or bet you must say our honum. And puntu Juma akasi a whirl urban a year health a cheap compounds a whirl I am Mammy Dr. Grace or Puamoli see a with Kado Keten together with the DC and they are binding in an actually Numa all cordona more from a woman with Juma water year with Kado Ketena. It's Kado Keten the educate Nayamame Professor Dr. Grace I answered down quasi did all Kader Uncle Bie or Sand Honora any a pedden or Tornado. Now, Urban Western Region saying this year, the Chairman General, local tour, Western Region headache, until Yamebua on the first, or be Skado Keten. Or be Skado Keten. Inti, Urban Western Region, nay, is Skado Keten NDC, and in the Puntua, why a dog, or Biare would know about Papa and why the name Waban.
That's right. Mr. Abraham Dazi from Western Region, communications team member. My main co-opinion if I was mentioning crypto, I won't change for me no be na if I do it in chassis. Sounds me sure said doctor joining studio B. Doc, good
Yeah,
evening.
evening.
Doc, Akwaba.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Minister will prepare for elections into why she papa.
Afisha Panso, a cheerful so me cheer on me na. Yeah,
This is
elections.
happening
Wow,
this year.
what's it?
This year happening about live na.
I feel na me baso. Say,
Oh,
we were
happy New
election,
Year.
ain't it? Many happy returns to your elections, ain't it? That's why I shepa.
Mm.
Yambwa Saturday na ebe elected, and there were strong 5 candidates. You knew mo. You party or government in Israel, Munina. And the elections no on the Saturday, and then you prepare your
Mm.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia data and statistics and on a favorable candidate. Your Ken on also you see a very radical president on also and Brian Champon and Kobina a Japan, and the last one,
Mm.
Dr. Edichun. We move 5 never
Mm.
contest. Inti Yamboa Saturday, never elections. No, never yan was in dream, near year presidential candidate, and flank at you are overly dear to 2028 elections. Yeah, yan in terms say, so that when your time, I campaign, even your time, I monitor NDC in your moya. No, and me
Mm.
said next Saturday by this time, no, na ya declare. Media de bia me ka na mo Dr. Mahmoud wo ya camp. Enti se me di
This year
wechi
what?
a me go to di wechi.
This year
Oh,
what?
me da so ono camp man sisa. Me da so that camp
Oh,
no.
okay.
Dr. Mahmoud wo ya camp.
Mm. Thank you. Now, okay. So, mami, before that, mami call Eliphas. So, an Eliphas are dropping. Okay, right. Eliphas, bye. Give him the chance to also see something before the show goes on. Let me go straight to the topics I need to discuss. It seems they are all interesting topics. Yeah. Now, I would like to touch on the second one regarding the the Pandai rerun elections. High Supreme Court. Winner. So far, I've not seen the NPP talk, and I will even start from Doc on this particular matter. There's been instances where NPP has said, say, there's no, what do you call it? The judiciary system is not credible enough, describing the court as a kangaroo court. Doc, on this particular topic.
Mr. Person may use this opportunity as a chia put for we be more be a mechi. I would say ruling na eba no. First ruling no eba. And a case no so case now. I'm told 152 constituency, and out of that, 111 constituency, and the government now declare, East now declare, and as 111 now East ni declare, NDC AG2, and the MPP AG2, now 41 constituency, and a problem one 41 constituencies, and a problem one, and no na. EC NDC candidate no e dey call say o dey call Tamale High Court so on hwɛ na ɔmo yɛ ho adwuma na o dey call enso a
Mm,
High Court no wa kwasi ni nyinaa say 111 na yɛgye atum no ɛna 141 na ɛwɔ problem no wɔtwa ni nyinaa mu o hwɛ ni High Court yɛ na akɔ sɛ na ɔno a judge no na obuo judicial council ni fi me can say you a judge pa let's say case we no what me atena so area ruling we that means your problem me too ye can ho asem ye ho dede because me Lawrence to me new problem say high court ni can say okay there were 152 polling stations 11 in the year 41 na ni problem no. Any yes akoya election 41 no. Like Meka say judge no. He is fair. But Oka say yes kwasini na na ntunu foforo no. Abra unim say yes ana no. Yeah, appeal because you say na kangaroo court. Tamal court and resistance na kangaroo court. And the judge so know you're incompetent. To say NDC for na last time you can say NDC are incompetent. John Mama is incompetent. Sana na here. But you call spring court no. Wow nim dede no and information and education and can one sem no. Emma spring court no omubo hu. And now come for person describe it. Yes, I describe the court as kangaroo court. And the nunti omujina so ne say the right thing. High court no. Tamil High Court should have do the right thing. And this is a vindication, sir. You can say High Court ruling about first, and I can say kangaroo court no. No correct. Because court will now overturn the ruling no. And yes, but that is what happened. Say na kangaroo court. That is why the Supreme Court overturned the ruling. And the elevator can say they have imposed, and that's why my yes and confidence in the judiciary. And no credit the ruling by in there. Me can say yes. Because we know the judiciary are supposed to be neutral. They are supposed to go have free and fair trial. Now say judiciary to me manipulate it. I don't know, but me too say judge ni GBB allegation. Say judge ni BBB or discuss more do anything almost a ruling and allegation and mean to me improve it. But near Supreme Court no, me believe it say a bit my no correct. And Lawrence, because a kangaroo court no, it was true, but I see I need the end there.
But Doc, do you appreciate the process? Because there's been times on this particular show, you've said a lot of things against the judiciary system in Ghana now. And I think aside that in Krampono, there's been instances where not you particular, but your party I can't send me any Supreme Court or the judiciary system in Ghana. The NDC says the NDC says power. They will make sure they change the Supreme Court judges near there, which they have done that. You thought it was politically motivated. Why then do you now rejoice in the ruling Abba?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. You see, if you are in opposition and you are a strong opposition, you can always make a change. So we be in opposition and the kasa no any results by you. Let's not think say judiciary it have changed all around. No. NPP opposition no. Ye right. Kano. Any bo judiciary no. No can say Charlie. Yan say right now. NPP yeah. So let's do the right thing. And the pressure na the ma and the right thing no. Then yes say be a judiciary not change. No. Because ruling it's the same under this government, NDC. Omu change Supreme Court, omu change the same thing. And due to me say na the High Court, Tamala High Court, and the judge now my judge, he was doing the bidding of NDC. You can't take it away because ruling now Abbas is here, Yamaya who say ruling no, ruling now Mudi Abbas is here, Yamaya who say ruling ya overturning. That means he was doing the bidding of NDC because ruling enya 4-3 ke 4-2 krana 3-2 krana kamaka so ke 3-2 no ebi omu ya appeal is 4-1 84 judges and a vote here say ruling here wrong and the one a vote say ruling here right and until I can say yeah and the pressure my judiciary no and omutimi yes are ruling no. But all the same, this is just a one-time ruling. I still believe that judiciary they can do more. They can do a lot to change their image that has been damaged. Me can credit judiciary there. it has become political. It has become political, not in only in NDC time. Major say when we come to the 1982 democracy, no, the judicial system, no, political. But then, no, John Mahama openly, can say, or no, Obama NDC members, no, so, abe judges, right? On the can he said it openly. No, yeah, either campaign and I say, Omu loss, no, we are David, and can say, Omuba, Omusombe Pia NDC members, so that they will go to court. Now, yeah, and the only statement, oh, yeah, no, and Oba, and so the Juma, Oba, no, be ye, the Supreme Court judge, the Chief Justice, sorry, talk on every ho, and all the Bafo Bondo, or the yeah, easy. So he's walking the talk, right? And no, me, can also he's walking the talk.
Right, Doc. Well, why do with submission?
What's say?
Why do with submission?
I am hiding with submission. No, it's in the me can say kangaroo court na ye can no. Womb say kangaroo court, and also who him say, and yet me that we can a lot of Ghanaians say can, and this year crown, you have a me, you have me call court. And yeah, me community, you have me call court. Judge na be so be and I say, or move for 2 weeks remand. Which kind of judge does that? 2 weeks nearby, and Omaja will be still on my from Elder Soko Court. Mitie, see, I government, you know, and also on yes, sir. How can government tell the law court to take people over 500 people, citizens, innocent citizens, and go and be given 2 weeks prison remand? Which kind of government does it just to violate the fundamental basic human rights? It's only on the NDC and it's in the gene. And I mean, state is a PNDC, no Musubayano, no. Usha, prevention detention. That time PNDC, AFIC, NSA, and they're the same group of people. And I say, oh, but yeah, almost NPP will monitor and will make sure that the right thing is being done. And into present I demand the judicial system, no, and Nuntina or backtrack a ruling way because ruling way no call my class 1. Akora Lawrence. Kobe say ruling way no. It is just political influence. Udumo Bia or Bakacho said this is just political influence. It doesn't get closer to any law. Say ya tuaba. And this Nigeria too. NPP too say 114 constituencies no. The writing. Na wa bebe ka say 41 no and the conflict nearby e je ko rerun no see near ya je tum ni NDC je tum ni san ko rerun no so who does that?
Great. Great. Let me give you a brief background to those who are asking me to. So the Supreme Court has quashed the judgment of the Tamale High Court, preceded by Justice Emmanuel Bax Plange Brew, where the High Court annulled the parliamentary elections results of Pandai constituency and ordered for a rerun election. The Supreme Court has thus upheld the application filed by Honorable Mighty Nyindam on the first day of December 2025. The court upheld the argument of the learned Gray Nimakon Mafo that the election petition of the petitioner Nsala was brought in breach of the timelines for the filing of an election petition. Section 16 of the Representation of the People Law 1992 PNDC Law 284 provides for the filing of an election petition within 21 days after gazetting of the election's results. Now, I want to open Abraham and Kasa. Now, the question I want to ask Mr. Abraham is that did the NDC and Yebiana NDC no na money case? Did the NDC had a clear case? Oh, Pandai elections in Juana. Now, mu feel say case na more presented and it was strong enough for you guys to win the elections.
All right, so Lawrence, thank you very much. Special greetings to your viewers and your listeners. I think this is my first time on the show, and I'm beginning to like it.
Pleasure.
Just that it was quite unfortunate listening to that doctor who just spoke.
Doctor
You see,
Abongo.
It's one thing doing propaganda, and it's one thing also informing the people about the exact and the real issue at hand. Everybody in Ghana know when we say kangaroo courts, everybody will understand and appreciate that we experienced kangaroo court during the last 8 years under NPP. Every poll, every survey that was conducted, that people were losing interest and were losing confidence in our judiciary, that is the courts, was under that of the NPP 8 years, being led by His Excellency the former President Nanado and the now Baumia. Now, it's obvious that one thing a standard of any NPP person is lies. You see, I find it quite difficult. Say, Doc has not even taken the time to even read the judgment by the High Court and even the judgments by the Supreme Court. He hasn't even taken the pain to read it. What is the case, Lawrence? During the just ended election, 2024 election at Pandai, then the NDC candidates filed a petition at the High Court seeking the annulment of the election, the parliamentary election. And what was the case? That 41 that he was saying said there was an irregularities with the 41. There's some 41 polling stations that there was some irregularities with it. And even the EC himself admitted so, that there was some irregularities. There was legal breaches in the polling. There was illegalities and procedural errors in the counting, and even other collations. In what the reduction and counting near say due to one or two reasons, ye collation center never free A, yeah, they could see without involving the major stakeholders involved. So at the first, looking at the procedural error and some of the legal breaches, that informed the High Court judge to annul the parliamentary election and call for rerun. This one is law. That is the merit of the case that the NDC sent to court. And it was a clear case. So we are not talking about even in election, in any serious jurisdiction. Even when there's an irregularities for even one single polling station, the stakeholder has the rights to seek for a redress at the court of law, even one polling station. And when we find certain inconsistencies and some procedural errors and breaches, we can base on that one polling station and annul it, because evidence in one can be extended to the other. Now, so for law, for fairness of the law, now the NPP candidates, Matthew, also petitioned the Supreme Court to look at the judgment by the High Court. This is democracy. This is the rule of law. This is the Ghana that we have now. A Ghana that we have an independent judiciary, whereby a lower court, after ruling and there's a petition to the higher court, the case has to be heard. There have to be fairness in everything that we do. This is the Ghana that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has occasioned. So Doc should come again. And what was
right? I think say Abraham network no, but then if But then if it's a dog, we'll give dog opportunity to also, I mean, so far,
Yeah,
at
Lawrence.
least attend to some Nyamabia Abraham Ekano.
Lawrence. It seems Abraham, the issue has taken on TRC. The section 46 of our constitution mandates that EC, that the Electoral Commission, is supposed to conduct elections. 46, section 46 of our constitution, and section 49, subsection 2, the presiding officer is supposed to collate the results. And that is exactly near Oye. Enti Kwandai no, now 152 constituencies. The 152 constituencies no, and we year elections no, we year elections we no, not 111. Omu kan president of kan NDC agent ejitumu, NPP agent ejitumu, and almost signing pink seat no. But problem na 41. And constitution is state say so year elections if you are conducting elections and there is an issue at the collation center near baby you be kan abano I be clear results no. So confusion wo honuma easy no right. So best send baby fufro na akokan. And the easy na akokan ya no na aka 41 na nkoma kan ya wi. And NDC ni no dede because you could see clearly say NPP no owini. And the way common sense, who common sense obetimi awu. Who say no wini. And the 41 no kra no ke di ni na edema NDC candidate na a friend na kwa no kra na on wini. Ejo di dede bae. Enti dede na e bae no mutimi kan e wo ho. And I see a change coalition no. Yeah, they inform the parties. Is no ntimi kan say na omo agent na e wo he. 41 police stations. Omo agent no mo he. Of course they'll inform them. Omo DH and I say omo DH. That is another issue. Because easy ntimi ballot papers no enko. Abra who agent. Then why do NDC more agent no mo he? Elections is won at the police stations. Election does not be the election does not. You can't win election at the court. You win election at court. And in 41 police stations, and no problem. Then yeah 111. And a pink sheet no NDC agents no almost signing in na adject say 111 no. Oma jetum. And it's a 41 no problem na. Not yet the class 1 you could say oh pink sheets ni 111 NDC ni signing people oma jetum. Aka 41 and no problem ba ho. And the issue so then I make say here constitution of the subsection 49 subsection 2 of the EC, the presiding officer is supposed to declare the results, and that is what he did exactly. And on the court judge common sense who the pink sheet in by who say oh NDC agent and assign 111 pink seats or must sign a J2 aka 41. So we are judge you could say oh and they should go and rerun the elections on the 41. Well, yes, sir. And no question. Who does that? Your constitution doesn't say that a law conduct elections. So, court does not conduct elections. EC conduct elections. Then the state 46, section 46, and EC.
But Mumbi Abraham Mike Mami.
EC. Yes, I can say 49 subsection 2. Presiding officer, EC presiding officer declare the results. Now what sorry Ozi what declare no what is kanti what can say what question na who does that and you need to call Supreme Court no who you say EC could have set date say can conduct elections so man can say date no you for a seat elections man Abraham who say elections are won at the police station not at the court and the kangaroo court now the court amale no and the kangaroo judge rule out the buyer no and a year demonstration a kasa chiro Emo said no, and we know the law. The law is the law. You can change the law, and you can do propaganda with the law. And nothing they call Supreme Court, and we need and nothing a man to yindam. And that's your MP or Parliament. And nothing a election, re-elections no. Now you buy elections crowd, now re-election. Who does that? The new NDC for.
So now, Doc, so Okasa, now what will be your position at the recent?
Mute anyway. No, it won't take.
Check your microphone, mommy. Oh, but check your microphone.
Lord, no, Kevin, you know what I'm saying.
I wanted not perceiving who now the position of the minority against the judiciary in recent times.
That me can say. When you say NPP, there we are strong. And we know the law. You want mema. Oh. Enti niana NDC pesa omu ye no omu ntimi ye ma omu kwan ma omu nya sa ye ma omu use omu kangaroo court na omu use AFRC PNDC time no ye ma omu nya sa eni tira ya kon e ma omu ye the right thing enti ni Supreme Court ye de ma so they have done the right thing and that is what we need. That is good for our democracy. Ghana be cost no.
Mr. Abraham, check your microphone, mommy. Check your microphone, mommy. It seems that you are making a point, but your voice is not coming. But mommy. It seems he's making a point, but the microphone is not coming. We can't. Also, he's trying to come.
Or your propaganda.
Now, Doc, it surprises me interestingly. Doc, when our elections are won at the polling station and not the court, but there's been several instances that. Back then in opposition, petition because court said you've been cheated and the court should just look at it. So I'm surprised you're also making this statement.
Yes, like I'm saying, what they call quarter, maybe you are seeking for the elections to be rerun, or you are seeking that the wrong should be done. But court cannot win the elections for you. That is what NDC wanted to do. And then make answer, who said judge ruling, no ruling say 41 police stations not problem by no can go rerun here. I don't have a problem. I would have said yes. They can go and do that and they will rerun. But the judge no say, yes, I krana. Na NDC candidate we new krana. Still, until me here, until me be MP. Wow, common sense. Until or question na NDC, they cannot use the power of the government. They cannot use our taxpayers' money to influence voters and take the seat back. That is what they wanted. Omu plan, no, that was their plan. Omu plan is say, omu kwasi resource no. Nanka NDC what 2 million. So some more power no. Say omu na omu share isika so omu na share tax so. Nanka omu diska influence. Nanka NPP a lose seat no. Nanka NDC MP na ye defeat no. Nanka waba back to parliament. But they forgot that elections are won at the police stations. Yeah, 2012, yeah, they call court because there was irregularities or the pink sheets, to the calculations, ni additions, and another problem, and they call court and they seeking for redress. Even you no crown, they call and wahoni, and call fan, right? And call fan. So that even tells you that elections are won at the police stations. Enti o call police station na my Abraham connect some call police stations am omo agent no embo de ninya high no ohwe na election sim ye den etimi koso omo ye ne sa na ebebo omo ma hu se minue.
Oh, okay. Elifas, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
That's what you mean. We are discussing the Supreme Court.
Thank you.
Now, it seems I think in Chayabia and Penifui do among you NPP name. Ebeka Satia changes I also or judicial system. I say money GD or Supreme Court in them. Even in opposition case it is a NPP. It means Supreme Court. In opposition what is on it?
Yo, the Dicano, Minia Lawrence, I mention a T4 a phone. Miss Senior Dr. Abu Mechiano, good presentation. I will make it. Minia Namiti, Minia NDC Nino. Na uti asem na okan enye nwanwa NDC for the party motimite propaganda say bitia ne ka e wo ho ye nkyerɛ mo no kore ne da enti bia nkontompo nkontompo omunim no kore no so mo nkanda tin some bia o kan defense mechanism bia wo play so what you say na de me ya enyina ye e ka NDC abanwe enam parliament so abamba gbenom ekwote yisifo ema omokoye sa na ma wi ma oma no eka oma ne ya boy na me ya de ya ha me ni titiri ebe de be nwa se yakoto aba na polling stations be 41 a mumu NDC for mumu hu ni se anko yi enema bi akoso irregularities bi akoso honum enti mu de results ni tuma enye yi mu de akọ high court na high court judge ni wote honum enim stand order say die enema wote ho eka se 41 no wodi atwa 111 police stations no mo to na correct no de papa no nyina wodi 41 atwa ni nyina mti wa kwase results ni nyina se yenkoto abaro foforo we ye kan we hemfa enye NDC for na mo ba na o ma sector bia ai judiciary omo sa ena omo nan nyina awura judiciary ni semu ekoma high court judge ni ko take his decision we ya na we ko hu we wo fahin but NPP a Democratic Party near the emra je emra di ne dem na ya adwumanti high court this ruling ni ba ye hu senya ne kwan so no enti wo se ye de ko yanim ya pino Supreme Court and ye da the Supreme Court before no so asino hu se no kwan a high court take his decision no na mahama ene NDC for no na akohye kutupa akohye judge nim ama onan enyemani ekofa pressure we de ba pandai na video o mo de pepe ya adwuma na se same way aba na Supreme Court ye be kan se enka na abamba gbente parliament na on ne NDC for a declare seat in vacant as electoral commission for o mo ko rerun but Supreme Court no just say Ghana I'm not come again
to be fair with you we see
that is easy decision because say parliament ama sa ruling of parliament one man and can easy the same going to me because before say easy bakers or corner run na parliament day I'm make it say we know parliament house that's why I declare seat vacant oje nindam akonya na tumo hono a enye yi so that say declare of parliament na dey let ba come easy for say seat omunko rerun e wo hono na ya so ya tena se hu say 41 polling stations na NDC for ewo asem ho no say bi kura ye kan results ni nyina kura bom e de kan NDC for de na no manya na kura mpo na entimi overturn and as entimi cancel results na aire abano yete e den na high court ni ba tatamale judge ni ba tena ho no maka say 41 no say ho na NDC for case say o irregularities ni bi akoso na anko yi enti no mo challenge a o de no ko overturn the whole election na akoso ho no mo na you see when it was orchestrated by this NDC people John Mahama and Nkofo because auto opposition kurampo na judicial service no omo ho no omo de omo ho organ of government omo de omo ho but the commentary no make ohun ni say omo morom nya fair judges in Supreme Court no NPP for the go on to baba be san no ampa be ye nema mebre e ba ya de ne atam ye maame CJ Chief Justice wa born en fene ne mfe asuso ni mu obabasia Joma ama yenya no fama mi hwehwe fo mu nku no twene sene aba sasa atwema mi asi wonum ama etase wo monko of de hihyehishi but emran de emla until ruling na Supreme Court aba ne it was totally unlawful. Case Ben on the ball, man. Case Ben on the ball, man. Why? Case Ben pan on the ball. Minuya na eti Ghana, some Union na follow Ghana, nya my Ghana na team. Case Ben pan na obeti na me say NDC for edit as a man no. Tokon. Case Ben on the man. Omuni case. But omun say man no say oye party be you, so a party be you omun kwa ni John Mahama ne Yura John Mahama ne NDC for any and on this I'm ya we a deep sama me no. What I say.
But you more looking at why are you still
well, if you think Senka High Court this are ruling we by na NPP for a year, enka only into Senka still na anka decision now mo taking a standing kebejina.
Then what if it
say NPP for a pressure me fan say pressure na ye di nam wo so no and it was a really young twin at then ma John Mahama na NDC for mo yesa. So what you say? Ade na mo yesa. E na wo hu say ade bi wo honom na okokun ho a okun a wo hu say okun ya kokun de wankasa emfa ma wo. Hu. E na say Supreme Court no kwa po take decision bi kura say de kwa na ka efi ba kwa but omo hwese na case ne tie na omo ye hwia enye yi. The best answer omo de no kura be di asem no de papa ye beto no. That is it. Because obia layman akra ya won na kwa nim say sa case ye case ya na was a high court take that ruling take that decision obia no obaji sa de we atu enti e me wanwa say nyanu anum NDC for na omani agi na omo gbose na high court this decision we buy na omo agi atu no omani agi so what you say na mesre because we give we one na what you say this na NPP for ye ka say NDC for the and never be saying no and I'm doing ye fa patapa ne adutwa sem ne nyema ne man fanya de a almost no mo ban ya no but yeah in say going forward no in kwan ne nya be fa so a ye be ne ma papa ma ma no obi anya na so bi that na o ma ye ntina se ma NDC for ntin science a wonye ma bi ho ye ntina se ma o mo ye sa ne ma
right, Mr. He was trying to make a point, but unfortunately, on the line, no man issues. Kaka, he's back, and I'll give him the platform to continue with his submission. Mr. Abraham, you were saying something.
Yes, Mr. Lawrence, it was quite unfortunate. Say network, no, yes, and the NPP, as we know them with their lives, continue with all those lies. SP, now, it still pains me, say till now. The NPP people, the one that we have, my co-host, my co-panelist, that they haven't even taken the time to even know the kind of petition that they send even to the Supreme Court. Now, the ruling for the from the High Courts and that of the ruling from the Supreme Court, that we are saying that they have squashed the High Court case. It's two different things. Though they all border on the same election petition. Now, for the High Court case, and they say 41 now 41 good polling station now. If for now confirm say there was an irregularities with it, there was procedural errors, there was some legal breaches, there was some coalition breaches that the EC themselves admitted. Now, when they went for appeal at the Supreme Court, no, case nobody go Supreme Court, no, and yes, sir, as some no rule, and now the merit of the case and the High Court, no, and yet true, they didn't even touch the merit of the case at the High Court. And some more kind of Supreme Court, no, was about the jurisdictional, the jurisdiction timeliness of that of the High Court. It's in that's trying to say. Once in Ghana, Yamrano, Yamam ran it, say, when they gazette a parliamentary result, you can only challenge the result at the High Court within 21 days when the election has been gazetted. Now, so that was the case from the NPP, saying that the official gazetted date of the election was on 24th December. But so 24th December, meaning anything, if you want to challenge the gazetted results, you have to file your case within the next 21 days. So anything within or above the middle of December, meaning it go contrary to the 21 days, which is our electoral law. What is the electoral law? So this was the issue. And the NDC also argued that no, the EC gave multiple gazetted results. Multiple gazetted results. And it say, and the result no was gazette way or gazette 1 on the 24th. Or Sanso Gazette be on the 29th. And no Sanso Gazette be on the 6th of January. So we took the 6th of January from there, and then we counted the 21 working days. So at the Supreme Court, when we argue, the four of the panelists, the panel of judges were saying that, the four of them were saying that the initial, the first and famous gazetted one, which was on the 24th, that was the one they will base on it. So they are not going to base on the 6th January gazetted one, of which the NDC based on it. Meaning that the High Court does not have the jurisdiction to even look at the case. So my NPP people, it's like you haven't even taken the pain to even read the judgment yourself, even from the High Court and that of the Supreme Court. So the merit of the case was not even discussed at the Supreme Court, because as for the irregularities, it is there. As for the procedural errors, it is there. As of the breaches, it is there. So the case was about, does the High Court have the jurisdiction to look at the case? And this is how Ghana, our law is. You see, the jurisdiction, the 21 days, gives the High Court the oversight to look and rule over all electoral cases. But when the 21 days elapses, then they don't have any jurisdiction. Then it will be either the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court. So the case that it went to the Supreme Court, that was the first one that you people were jubilating about it. You people are jubilating about it. They did not even discuss the merit of the cases. They did not. They just discussed about the jurisdiction, the timeliness of filing. So you people should not be happy. Now, my concern is not even about whether NPP won or NDC won. My concern is the taxpayers' money that the EC has consistently been reckless, the unprofessionalism of the EC that still keeps on happening. That is render us the taxpayers' money to bear the cost. That is what we should look at it, because they are, you see, the EC even accepted at the court, at the Supreme Court currently that, of course, they gazetted multiple results. They gazetted multiple results. They gazetted one on the 24th. They gazetted one on the 29th. Then they gazetted one on the 6th of January. Who does that? So the merit of the case, whether the irregularities of the 41 exist or not, no, the Supreme Court did not base on that. They just look at the jurisdiction, and that is how the court work. When you get one iota that you can leverage on it and plead your case, you get it. So my NPP people, don't be happy because you have not won anything, because the irregularities and the connivement with the EC that led your MP Matthew to win. Now, when Matthew go into Parliament, maybe tomorrow or whatever, the shame on him, because all the country know that the 41 other police station was full of irregularities, was full of procedural errors, and was full of breaches. We are not disputing that fact. So when you base on the 21 days and you think you've won, you people should not be happy. You shouldn't be happy, cry. You should even be tackling the EC for such an inconsistencies and unprofessionalism and lack of skills in dealing his work, because it costs the taxpayers money. Forget the fact that we're NPP or I'm NDC, and sometimes let us speak the truth and the facts, and let's stop the lie. There was who told that there was no case, even in an election, in every election, when one polling station, there's an irregularities for one polling station, it undermines the integrity of the entire processes. Or you don't know, or you haven't heard of that. Do you know what this thing could have caused? If not the peace that we are all enjoying in this country, and the Pandai people, the NDC people rose up, and the NPP people rose up due to the inconsistencies and non-professionalism from the EC. Do you know the chaos and the people who would have died in Pandai? So, Doc and my fellow colleague, don't be too happy about this. Your addition of one or your minus one in parliament will not cost anything. You people will not cost anything, because you have absolutely, you guys, you know that you have even nothing proper to offer us. So the addition of you being there or not being there, no, it's not even the case. But let's speak to how consistently the EC inconsistencies and unprofessionalism is undermining the integrity of Ghana electoral processes, and which is even now giving people to doubt. You see, when this case happened, it has to go to court, and it's the court that have to settle. If you think it was then your court, those kangaroo court that you people spearheaded for the past 8 years, if you think it was to be now, NDC would have gotten the chance to even reappeal at the Supreme Court and get you the 4-1 that you people think you are now enjoying, if not by the kind courtesy of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for resetting the court and the judicial system for them to be now independent. Now you are all clapping because now you think that you've gotten sound judgment. But that is how the law is supposed to be. If you get one stand of the law and you can argue your case and convince the judges, that is why we deliberate on fact at the court. It's not about anything. It's about you having your point and arguing on it. And the point that the NPP raised there, no, they are in their right. Though I'm not happy with the judgment, because if the EC give account of 3 multiple gazetted results, and I chose the final one to be the finalism, and I based on it to file my case. And now the judges come and tell me, so no, they are not basing on that. They are going to base on the initial gazetted result, which was on the 24th, to count the 21 days. Then I think they are being unfair. But whatever be the case, if the NDC team, the legal team, think they can review and go back to the Supreme Court and challenge the ruling, it's up to them. But I will, as a colleague,
now wouldn't say difficult for a Supreme Court to review its judgment?
It's not difficult. It is done. It's not difficult. If you have the legal basis to stand now, and the legal basis here is that you gazetted one on the 24th. Now you have one on the 6th of January, and I based on my 21 days to file the case on the premise of the 6th January one. Then I have all the basis to review, but in their ruling, they annul the fact that they are basing on the first gazetted. Though the EC spoke and said it gazetted multiple results, but the judges, in their own knowledge, and of which I respect them, in their own knowledge, they argue on the fact that the first gazetted one, which is on the 24th, is what they will premise on. So I have no problem with that. I have no problem. If they want to review, fine. If they won't review the NDC, that is fine. But the NPP should be happy that now we have a court system and a judicial system that is fair to all people. That does not harass people. That does not intimidate people. As Tokono and his people who were in the sleeping bed with that of the NPP people, and they were happy. Now things have changed, that justice is for all. And that is the governance of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And they should be happy for that. That now they are enjoying fair judgment. They are enjoying sound judicial system. So, Doc and Co, you people should be happy that there's resetting in the system that you guys are benefiting from, and we all can see the sacrosanct of the court. That's what we all pray for. A Ghana that the law is fair to everybody. So if there's any kangaroo court, it was their time and not this time. That there was about unanimous 7, unanimous 7, unanimous 7, unanimous 7 in every ruling. Now a ruling is in your favor, and you are happy. This is how the court system is supposed to work.
Right. Mr. Abraham, would I say, do you on your own, do you appreciate the process?
Lawrence.
Yes.
Lawrence. Let me come in.
Who would you do on the current judicial system now?
Of course. Now the current judicial system has made the NPP people, of which Dr. Abongo is now praising that they have won 4 against 1. And they are happy. And that is the judicial system that we want. A judicial system that there's a fair trial for everybody. A judicial system that there's no connivement, that there's an interference, and there's an governance connection in anyhow. This is the system that we all pray for. And there's no way they can never, Dr. Bongo and
you listen to me. You listen to me.
One single case of biasness. Look at Ken Oforiatta case.
He's talking about the EC. Right?
Look at Ken
He's talking about EC.
Case.
But he's forgetting that the EC have declared majority for them. He forget that the EC have declared John Mahama as a president. He's confused.
It's not easy.
He's confused.
Please, it's not
EC
easy.
has declared John Mahama as a president.
It's not easy. And the Ghanaian people. It's not easy, please. It's Ghanaian.
The Kwandai people to have declared Matthew.
The sovereignty of this country reside in the people
that the Kwandai people, the Kwandai people to have elected Matthew. The Kwandai people to have elected Matthew. The Kwandai people. The Kwandai people to have elected Matthew. So you see the court. You see the court cannot change. Why should you take it to the court?
Dr. Bongo, let me ask you a question. So you accepted the fact that there was 41 police stations full of irregularities. You also
I've not accepted. I've not accepted.
You
don't say I've accepted. No. I'm saying that. No. I'm saying that there was a problem in counting the 41 police.
So you understand that there was a problem, and the problem when we followed to the High Court, they insisted that there was procedural errors and irregularities. So if you base on that, and you same person, you also admitted that the Electoral Commission gazetted multiple results. So if they gazetted multiple results, don't you think it's a standard, it's a basis? It gives us the basis for us to seek a redress in the court of law. What have you see, you NPP, you still not learn. You keep on lying to yourself. You still don't learn, and this will always cost you, because your follower that you are following, Bawumia, has been the masterpiece of all lies, and you people have not learned from this humiliating defeat. You've not learned from this humiliating defeat. Look, the case at the Supreme Court and the High Court is quite different, because the merit that was discussed, as the High Court was not the same thing that was discussed at the Supreme Court. And I understand that's how the lawyers, they do their thing. They look for a loophole, and one single loophole, they can base on the loophole to squash all the cases. I'm not a law student, but I'm a student of law, because I read about this legal and this constitutional framework and thing. And we are pleading with you, NPP communicators, get time and learn. And read. You see, if you have read all these things, these things wouldn't have been a challenge. Because that is how the thing's supposed to be. Lois, so and our listeners and viewers should know that the Ghanaians are now experiencing a sound judicial system. A judicial system that is not biased, that will not just go and take anything from anybody and come and say on Animal 7. The panel of 7 won't even listen to a case and they will just judge in favor of a ruling party. This is not John Mahama's governor.
But not or quarter, they didn't understand the fact that Omar Bine was, but really now quit in a way. I think we would have to educate people on that.
In John Mahama's governance, the law applied to.
Right, I think Mr. Abraham, network now week, you try and come back, but then
let me give
home to. Sorry, but some of the things.
Sorry, but
I mean, the studio of hate so. Elivas.
I mean, the studio is much of hate so. Elivas.
Hello.
You heard some of the things, Abraham.
What's in
Abraham? What's in your man, Abraham? Bobosu Nibino. Pesema, when you have any rebuttal, move on to the next topic.
Law.
Yeah. What's it?
You heard some of the things, Abraham, Bobosu. What's it?
Oh. Abraham, Abraham, they say, or NDC for the Obi anymore. So, Obi anymore say NDC for a Nipokubia, Omodia, and no credit above said the girls so about Hokono. Because Omunim and Okrene pa, but not Omakatano Krenos, not Omutu through Egu Ghana for any. Omeka send the dead na Ghana for Aka say, oh. Ampire DC for the I was in your mudi. Now say, okay, and some in your can any a choir and Kaomo Faso. I choose Afa High Court so I choose NPP for Aje Panda ICT. Now NPP for the Supreme Court, now Supreme Court who said that the choir NDC for a person. And it's quite unfortunate, so make it please we say NPP for reading a one or can you pay and say out here then who he has also because in case I'm what they call you ask my general so high court or anti as you know the same in seminar here no you general so yeah appeal Supreme Court they ruling na there am I nti here Nyankopon e danase na we nyina Ghana for hwe we nyina Ghana for the ehwe inim say Emre Pemuno Ghana for the bibu attentrene Ghana for bihu party inipa ban NDC for ye say omo NDC for that wo na omo nsem omo kan de omo gitum na omo di 2 minima omo. It's unfortunate because talking about humiliation defeat the NPP for the yedi. You shouldn't forget say 2016 John Mahama defeat ya Nkuwa Onunya no in the political history of Ghana since 92 no been see that. But onyema hwegu an empenifo se hu se ne o sa hyehye no ba omo call akiri e ko hye omo nyema yi e betwa antro kire Ghana fo e na Ghana fo enti Abraham Mahama kra kan se edru political campaign season e utwa antro akra no atwa aka no kra no atwa antro nti ntro no mo de omo twa kire Ghana fo na Ghana fo se daddy NPP fo be ma be yi ba me ni nyina mo nko aka nyansa the second coming we dey enyina dinyame na na ebem you know even you and the do kan dey the MPP dey enim an say ye di nkunim ena komuti nsa ne so ya ma ho kwan ya fa emra kwan so senka ye NDC fo anka di enim say come the emra be show mo nsa ama basa si wo mani because omo de omo ade di twa mo furuma ye de wo NDC amanyaku no obi biara wotie no onim NDC fo nim say NDC fo de atitwa asem ne menti ase ne sa ne mana but NPP Democratic Party ya de amra na ye bibia nti no mini ameda ase wo honum me de besi wo honum
that's it we could you black king or say Ken okay we should feel Beatrice say we thank God for the NPP good luck I think it is for your upcoming elections God richly bless you all for the good work. Thank you so much, Beatrice Yeboah Okasa Free USA. Samson, I would like to go on the Twitch platform and see some of the comments. But so far we have a couple of them. This is from NDC Diaspora Union. Says good watching from Amsterdam. I'm sure you person can say good evening. I say good watching from Amsterdam, Holland. The MPP is only but on your the MPP is only going to elect another opposition leader. They should forget about the presidency. Okay. We from NDC Diaspora Union. Asempa Heneboachi says, good evening. Ghana is a peaceful party. We call on the NPP to remain focused to elect its leader. Watching from Achim Hemai in this region. Thank you so much, Asempa Hene. And then there's another hot topic, so I wouldn't spend much time on the messages for now. We may be trim. I'll go back and come back again. So greetings from Tatali, Northern Ghana. NPP is only wasting their resources. The NDC government is doing well and Ghanaians are very happy. Let me move on straight to the next topic that has got to do with the NPP elections. I'm sure, say, Abraham Eshemedo or because it looks like currently the NDC is in the comfortable lead. Being at the background, looking at and then of course within the NPP party, they are laughing. I would like to start this particular topic with Mr. Abraham. And maybe the NPP elections now, how are they? And how is the opposition, the government, or let's say the NDC, is enjoying the view? And what are they expecting to see within the NPP?
All right, Lawrence. Let me start from this. You see, the comfortable lead you said NDC we are having is not about the disunity from the NPP side. Our comfortable lead that we have is the goodwill that we have with Ghanaians. And the goodwill that we have in Ghanaians also is a result of the good governance His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and his team and the NDC as a whole is giving to Ghanaians. You see, looking at where we used to be, where we were, the pitch that we were into, that by God's grace and the kind courtesy and the good leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that we've turned the country into this path. We all know where inflation went to. We all knew how prices were skyrocketing. We all knew how we bought the fuel. We all knew the exchange rate, the cedi's depreciation. We all knew it. And we Ghanaians can testify that now things are far better than it were before. And every institution in Ghana is now working for the good of Ghana people. So this is the comfortable leader we are having, is the good governance, the respect, and the tolerance that we have. That's why we have this comfortable lead. That is how everybody is now, even bicycle. Those with bicycle, they are going to the filling station to even buy petrol. How do they need fuel? But due to good governance, they are buying fuel. I don't know what they are using it for. You see, now, for our colleagues from the other hands, the MP people, you see, we don't wish them bad though. Me personally, I don't wish them bad because in the Constitution of Ghana, we are practicing what we call the multi-party system. We don't want a situation whereby it will be only one party that will be enjoying everything. No, they have to be a strong opposition to scrutinize, to criticize the government so that the government will be on its toe. And that is what we wish the NPP will become. But the situation is that the NPP themselves, they are bedeviling themselves. Because time alanche matienia e won pia na lencha mantende ahomte edi free party no. You see, and they've not learned. That's the whole thing. NPP as a party, they don't learn. Even they don't learn from their own history. You see, if you recall, when NPP boycotted, is it the 92 or the 96 election? I think 96 election or 92 election, when they boycotted it, because then Adubuahin didn't win, and the former president Rollins won, and they boycotted it because they were saying, they came with a strong argument that if we vote first for the presidential candidate and later come and vote for the parliamentary candidate, there will be some influence. So they were the people who even argue that for the 96 election, then they have to elect the both presidential and the parliamentary at the same day, so that the influence and the buy-in will be curtailed. And these people, they don't even learn from their own history. Now look at what they are. If there's a problem in your party and you want to solve it, the best solution is to start something from top to down. Going to elect your presidential candidate first before you come and elect your branch. But that is up to them. But the main cases, if NPP the executive or the NPP won't come together and come and support only one single candidate because they think it is that candidate that they can leverage upon it and get whatever that they want to get, which is Bawumia. And as you know, all the 5 contenders, respect to every one of them, respect to every single of the 5 contenders. Now, any of the 5 contenders, even me myself, as constituency executive member at Iskado Keten and regional communication team member for NDC at Western Region, I can compete with all the 5 of them due to the goodwill of the NDC.
Hey.
I'm telling you, no.
Yeah,
the 5 of them. Canadian Japan. Remember, Canadian Japan. Bawumia, Educhum. Why be Brian, they call Okoton state a yen city or the Okoton yen city. And the last one of which I forgot the name is Japan. Now, these 5 people, I'm telling you that the goodwill of NDC, even me, as a constituency executive and a communicator, with the goodwill and the good works of the NDC, I can contest these 5 them, all of them put together, and I will still win. Because Ghanaians, Ghana and we know the suffering that these people put us in. Yakai. Some say Asante Kai. Ampa Asante Kai. Yakai and we here or break in Kwasom. NPP are buying. You see, all those people fighting, they are same people who rule us for the past 8 years. And they are the same people who send us to the friends a bank the haircut. They are the same people who made our parents and our grandparents to die. The same people. What are they coming to do? But we pray that regardless, this internal election that they are going to do, though if any of them emerge as a winner, they are no match for any of the NDC contenders, whosoever become NDC flag bearer. None of them is a threat to anybody.
Thank you.
So Lawrence, they should know that they have to make things to be transparent and fair, so that at the end of the day, none of the contenders will say that they will leave the party, because if they leave the party, NDC, NPP, NPP go yeah strong oppositioner or to me I criticize here, because NPP, they are good opposition people, because they can criticize the government and put the government in tow. So we need them to be unified so that they can stay on opposition for a very long time, like 42 years, so that they will keep on being strong opposition. Have you seen the recent polls, the polls and the service? You know, there have been 4 polls, and the polls, and there have been 4 of them. 2 is for Canadian Japan, and 2 is for Bawumia. If you remember the Sanity African poll, the Sanity African poll was saying that Ken was leading by 52%. Ken was leading by 52%, and Bawumia is being leading by 40%. When you go to Dr. Evans, Dr. Evans also survey or pool. Ken is also leading with 52.6. 52.6, and Bawumia is just having around 36. It was only Global Info that was saying that Bawumia was leading by 57, and Ken is also around 28. And one sample pool also was saying that Bawumia was having 42, and Ken was having 34, and undecided was 17. Regardless, this coming Saturday, whoever emerges as their flag bearer, we pray that they can unify themselves and continue to be strong opposition for Ghana, because that's what they can do best. And that's what Ghanaians want them to be. We don't want them to be so much division so that there won't be any NPP. We want the NPP to be there. We want Afenyo Markin to continue. We want Afenyo Markin to continue to rant, because we like ranting. It is so that he can continue talking, ranting. But they should be careful and should not underestimate Kennedy Japan. That last year, what they did to him, and they almost bought nipa bakuni, almost those things no. Mama almost say almost bad because Ken will give them a showdown. As for Bawumia, to conclude with, as for Bawumia, if Bawumia managed to send tax, whoever managed to send tax, they should know that the law will deal with them. It's not because it's an internal election. When they harm one Ghanaian, NPP, they are Ghanaian. Even if they harm one person, the police will come after them. So they should make sure that there's free and fair, transparent election coming Saturday, so that there will be NPP after the election, and they will continue to stay in opposition for 42 years.
But I say, it seems like you are a Ken fan. But let me move on to
no. I'm not a Ken fan. I'm not a Ken fan. I'm not a Ken fan.
What is a Ken fan? Let me call Dr. Bungo and continue submission on the upcoming elections within the NPP. Flag bearership, no one ever. Doc, there is already made the stand or Bawumia camp. Meaning Eliphas, but Doc, you have the platform now.
Answer na melkon. Answer na melkon mami nyere bata we. Onu se NDC for no ye ba disua omun kan obi. Ni obesi cool no. Joma JJ Rollins on post school bi a chimoto no wie. Ye ka omo musua de a NPP. O hwe ya history a Danko Buzia NPP. Enti onu so ope so ohu politics na ohu ade a onu so onyiru musua ade. Onu akaza why confused. Or say isinu omo file omo gazette ade no first 24th 28th. So why in your common sense also can idea what they gazetted the first gazetted is what you're supposed to
it seems dog in a challenge kakao name. Mami moving ko Eliphas. So na Eliphas the so far declare the stance. Eliphas. Nyame aduma mu election.
Asa.
Una wo party.
Minia wadaruma ana network ni anu twetwe si tia na emu na o sabra bi na o ati do kari.
You say I say una ground.
Okay.
Na who the so far who wins the flag bearership?
Yo Minia Lawrence ma me na wase ene wase misari ade ama American instead be straight to Minia Abraham NDC for pa de asemu go for be pa da ba be so oba we so a obo se wo man na omunu no omho no omwo se sere asemu ye na enya ya de ye ko ne ye ko wo chefa be ne wo ba wo be ka se NDC ase wo betu yefo say ene ye because Bible cross say mo hwehwe omani ye di na so omani di ya na mo simu di Eti ne se NPP ye ba ban mu ne de ne mapa be gu akwan mu ye hye ye pa e na NDC fo aba na omo sa ho nkwai no eye se ye ko okun bi se na ye nuanom NDC fo ebedi akire because de bia ye se tipis na omo follow omo de da omo ni mu twen omo na no fifi kweti ko to bomb ba ku tun mu na emu wosu kikikiki afi de ba bia ko da din no ye twen omo or your reference to 2023 primaries I call your NPP call or your reference but ni refi ekwan NDC for ne John Mahama de kwabrado for me anu krom kwabrado for finance minister Kumo de hye kwabrado for ekwan NDC for de fa so I ma withdraw if you raise ni reason what the buy or your press confidential ojaye ekwan irregularities any niam NDC for the fan to the sense that time come de omo papers echo various constituencies police stations na kwabrado for ni team kura anya enim ho hwe na onim kwabrado for ho kwabrado financial of NDC na more than fa akwan we so eto o moni ase bibi de moni ase NDC for the matter body aso moni akatakata muntimi enwa na moni so ada ho na mo hu ade eso mutimi hu efa moti kwa ba ka NPP for asem asem minua ma me fa kwanya san che delegates tu ahene ne asi ahene for ayo NPP amanyokum sabe di o me delegates that be kind because say nye abato mo koto dia anka mo polling station executives and say constituency executives and regional executives ne ade patrons ne ade yen che obi bia na yen kan say say di nyina yi mu no NPP a Democratic Party so enti yeni say even ye ka even abusuya ye ko traditional we ne ye ko abusuya ifie kura mpo na akonwa akura tokwa say ye pre enuafo mi no wo na obi adi matimi na medi wachi but akonwa kura to amenu mi nu ya yetimi pre ho so ja say enti sa de we na NPP for ye na ade a omo de hye ye democracy ye ka bi ma menka bi amamu no omo de hye mu kena ama ayefe na sa ekwan we also na ye fa edi ye mpanimfo ne ade senior NDC for omo de ba mo se John Mahama na omo de omo pe na omo chi se akwabrando for ne kwadwo bonsu mu se gu omo achi ehwe omo achi imprima mia me wofa kwabrando for me boss no kuma odehie papa yanya ahonkeka wa NDC party mbesi ne bi mu no NPP ntesa na yango popa nyame pa adechi homeda di enimi ya Saturday di enimi ya NPP for etu ahene ne asi ahene fo nyina ekwa bato so akoyi ye Frank Atuni obi obedi party nanim na ifie ba akwa NDC fo abedi akonwa so ne maboni a omoye o man nyima papa bia ne won wa ya Ghana man mu NPP obi a NPP no ebe so na sene na eri na sa akoka kire Ghana fo se sa nipa we ene ni so de hunu we ene ne wa bi pen ni we no ya wa nti no yesere mo se mo safa tumi na Ghana fo ebedi atum no tumi na sama NPP se yehwa emema enimonyamfo enum o magina nyina menua Lawrence omu nyina se fata menya sure se NDC ni bia ni hon ma okoyi na obetima ma che omu bia omu de NPP fo beyi na ba bia no omu nyina no ebisini bi nipa no no ebisini bi nanso mpo no de obawe o sa promise ya NPP homeda Saturday we ye kono de obawe mpo no woni NDC ni kogina obebiti no because NDC for hom bibia ni we papa omu se wo man no omu nya ni so adi hunu omu ni vision bia amfa ma wo man no eti ye mu bi ne dia de ye me tese o ka kire doctor abongo se already wo hu ba bia wo na em se me na wo hu ba bia me wo ai erokre Yura Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye mu bi no de ye hu ni se ono ni nipa a wo se de ne ko ono ni hu ni se ye di kan aton na Ghana fo nyina hu no na obeye omampani abedi akire no nso enema papa bi odigu akwan mu bebre nso ye nema bi aboa oman no ene ne nyina NDC fo mpo eje eho samba edisa papa ne nisu adi hu ene ne experience nim die ene sebe na ho brase a ikuta no yesre etu ahene na si ahene fo nya se omoma ye nyina yensa enfa ne nko biem yensa mfa Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia enko biem na minim se eye de ya nso a nyame pa Saturday Onyankopɔn de ahenkyɛ no ɛbɛhyɛ no confirmation because aba no de dodo na nte on na yɛkɔtɔ man tie confirm ne keke yɛkɔ confirm no eti all is set and done minim sɛ bibia ɛbɛyɛ asomdwie sɛnea NDC for ɛbɔ mpa yɛ sɛ ɛde ma bɔ ne yɛsi na NPP ɔmo anya yɛ no ɛnsi da Nyankopɔn nti ade bia ba apɛde wɔ mu but at the end of the day no NPP de bedi nkunim NPP de bedi nkunim mpa bi obi ni bia yɛ nyinaa no yɛbɛta na chi na minim sɛ ɛto ahene ne asi ahene fo no so ɛbɛhunu nimdeɛ anisuade hunu ɛne ahobraseɛ nyansa adwen kɛse a da ewura Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia na yɛde no adi party n'anim yɛato aba na ma boom pa sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛnuanom ne papa no a aka no biara so sɛ o sɛdeɛ delegate dodoɔ naa no ato ama papa yi deɛ meaning sɛ ɔno ara na dodoɔ naa pɛ no na yɛnyinaa de akoma paataa n'akyi because they say the NDC for the yama giving them time for the omo enjoy omo honeymoon and them a bonny and better so omo ye o man ni mo no they say the concentration e bia wo your primaries no so ye ma omo time na they shouldn't forget say Sami Jamfi asem ni nwie e beba sa aba so e besa aba so minua Abraham kasa bebre na bicycle and the bicycle fo nyina de ekoto petrugu bike ni ekoto petrogum you mbeto agum muntomum na se mutogum wi a na me kofo ka me na adwo ahene wa kofo ka na se ka lorry fare yentimenti lorry fare so na o ka kire bi se ya tete petrol na bicycle fo nyina to petrol egu on bicycle na me nua Abraham de no tere na o ka Eye mamua why eye mamu na wo de ye to ya bada yi ye nya to bia ana dunia
na adena mujina
oh obi anya ebone ohun se ayi mama fi musa wo eye den na kwabrado for mutwa kwabrado for damage mo bo ne mafia Come and join online to see her.
No.
So that
for you to
hey. Oh. I NDC for say how. Control no credit. Propaganda.
Somebody make I Nana Eko ka say no only into
Lawrence. Lawrence near na me paka ni say minua no o kan hu say NDC abajo mama ba nansu aban no mbu ni yie yeti ha no si fuel Lawrence na light bill unu say two light bill by almost 29%. Unu say water bill 2 by 29%. Unu say sachet water NPP water power na cheaper say so akosro. Unu say a ton gold. Unu say a ton gold.
50% under NPP.
O say
just just a station 50%.
Unim na 2 cities 50 pesos. Say some 24 cities. So what water bill mu, what nsuo mu. And water is life. And water is made by both water and electricity. Sani mo we so na John Mahama etum. Say see no so other services so also the ma Ghana card. What tutum. Aden Ghana for boni be no my dollar so na akọ for me. Ka dollar ko for ma o send mo boy de akọ for. Na ban 8 minutes no ho increase. Ube register u business. Ye bi say young boy ejuma ni ho. Ube register business wo tum wo increase ni nyina. Aban be na o busa no. Ado person o kunga ni esana. Water is life. Light is life. What to do ni na mu. Aden boni be na Ghana for ayemo. Muton go so maboka and a gold board. Oma seti task force. Oma Chinese for her. Ako phone so ako didi omu gold. Biso omu gold board no semi je fi gold no he. Ombe accountable. He's a potential prisoner. Ye betu tum. Ude ye electi a presidential candidate ya. No obetin sam. Ubeti bad governance and NDT. Edi Bregana for. Now Lawrence. Ye can unity ya. NPP a unity, right? Your cut division a NDC. Unim the founder of NDC. JJ Ross na founder. Unim ne yere. Na no kono da Juma Rollins. Unim say ne yere obiani free NDC. Nimpobo kura wanjai kura. Kopim so owu ye. No ni NDC nkabio. This is the founder. That is NDC for you. Omuye wudi for NDC party no me hu young guy a odi NDC party tia. Minister on kind of history of NDC. Kind of history of NDC. But who said this is the party that was founded based on the blood of Ghanaians. This is the founder of FRC. Our journals, Kotoka, Afrifa, Achampon. This is the man who killed Ghanaians. This is the man, our bomba, Nipa Bebre Eirae. This is the NDC. And you know kind division now, and more NDC na division. MPP de ye pen ho asem, ye de ye to Ghana. Enuntina de bia MPP ye ba power. We bring a policy that will benefit Ghanaians, right? Ye the national insurance by Ghanaians all benefited. Ye the free exchange by Ghanaians all benefited. NDC event almost 24-hour economy. Lord is what is say will be implemented 24-hour economy no. There be yeah, almost in Kuko Kitty. What is saying Kuton Kitty no one implement no. There be Nazamity say Asante region ma lanchibi. And on the bouncing the will be contract. Madam for be woman 200. Or see 1 week, no 150, aka 50. Nkoko Kitty no. Only NDC. Ombe DC kana and basa. And in the history of Ghana, Ebia Abraham, Ebia politics no on Kai 1982. In the history of Ghana, 1982, now you are contested for MP. But Rollins be free so no, you be G to me. If you name the history of MPP, energy to me no so. Ye chichi NDC for omati Ghana sika omo wia Victor Solo mimo. Ye chi omu tu because omo wia Ghana akos financial loss to the state. NDC for etam no. And I could for free so no. And atames ni John Mahama bae. Atames ni John Mahama bae. Omo so ba no mo wia Ghana sika die. Ba for boni or prison. At two force you could not sanit trials. And a job no mean sanit trial. They wanted to even refund the money back to the state. These are criminals. These are criminals. John Mama Kazanga Sabugo Pelo Chinitumu. These are criminals. It's time say Ghanaians. Ye catch on Momu. NPP. Ye ba power. Put me yinipa baku. Debia meka appointee baku. Me challenge NDC. Say ye ba power no. We sika. Ema ni Chinitumu. But me met my boy NDC nipa 10. I know me former minister, and I former appointee. So I movie is DD. But Masama could be at home. And I make us a mismanagement. I'm more, no. Yeah, elections new year, yeah, baba. But my member elections no so. Lawrence, when you say MPP, you can't democracy, you need democracy by 1992. Bush by no, and the Supreme Military Council. It was the Supreme Military Council. Wow, no number 2 no. That is 79. No. Yes, 79. No, 79. I said, and a Lawrence by a Rollins and a two. No, as other African Kotoka, two buzia and a coy. And we buy it was an a champion, the two buzia. And a Rollins, ever two a champion, right? And no yeah elections, and a Lima buy. Lima buy no sign ever year coup a two. No. And to overshot NDC, Omo Foundation, a coup d'etat, and that's overthrow of government. But we share NPP, yeah, history of democracy. And yeah, Buzia, UGCC, Dankwamo, yeah, never Buzia elections, never 1982, yeah,
I think Doc is having issues with internet. Let me take this opportunity. If I'm reading some of the messages so far, but I've got some few minutes to go. I've got 7 minutes. Now, I'm going away. I mean, kind messages so far. No, we can sell Facebook and other streaming platforms. We, if we, Nyame Obio says, good evening, watching from Nkwanta. At times, I wonder where the NPP guys get their lies from. Watching from Nkwanta in the OT region, with Nyame Obio or Eba. We so Fifremoyi. It says the NPP should give us a break. Their party is not even attractive in their stronghold. Watching from Manteneaho. Thank you so much. The NDC grassroots Ghana says the NPP shouldn't be happy about the 4-1 ruling. We can go for a review and win the seat. NDC grassroots and Kasaro. It says, nice one, bro. NPP, Egu. Another one coming from NDC grassroots. They say, nice one, bro. NPP. Nyami of you says, good evening, watching from, okay. I think Makai, kind way from, okay. So, Wilfrey Peter Haslam says, greetings, watching from London. Thank you so much. As I'm buying a budget, I think my kind of message in the quick review says Ghana is in the good hands of President Mahama and the NDC, watching from home in the eastern region. From Pombefi says Dr. Bongo was quiet when Akufo-Addo was parking there. The message no any too clear. I think he missed some words out. Parking there, something with the NPP. Fantastic. Good evening, watching from Akusene Somenya. Fremawe says the NPP should give us a break. I think I've read this message. Okay. Mami Borum or Twitch na me share say more other messages so far. We see greetings from Freiburg, Germany to Lawrence. Great show. If you Kwame Ajima on comrade, this is Germany. Exactly 56 minutes past 7. Now at 8, I'll be ending the show. But before then, may Kyle say the African Arts Food and Exhibition Festival no baso den Mr. Baby Obiano Tinkabo we pa na fashe utim mame baso den nyame aduma agesti ya ebesi mu Ghana ni bibia wo hwe bibia wo product bia eye African local Ghanaian Ghana ha de festival kese bi pa e baso Armenia na mesel se do hu begim whatever thing you've got that has got the touch of African in it. Bibia will be an war. I mean, anything local, sure. I guess that you be see me. I mean, I do my guess your way in so for him, a coach more Armenia festival. I say, Basso now so showcase you near my dear will be an go and show it to the world. Na Jumedi Yabong de Rabba, add so right after the program, no na winya all the information is all seeking in now why a part of it. And that show no Abraham Daze, Western Region Communication Team member, joining all the way from Takrady, Iskado Keten constituency, Samsona, in Eliphas, joining Eliphas and Koma, NPP member, communications team, Dr. Masuda Bongo, and so joining also NPP. Now it's been interesting having you guys around. Said every Thursday be a shame one that will discuss about issues concerning Ghana. It's rather unfortunate. I'm penny for no more drop. Medo be asked. The penny for more edgy bread near be issue. Na medo be asked. Wow, tea baby will be at the message is to buy so. But it will be asked. Yami admire the same. Best say she and she say during Ghana. The year 2 years. Be kind of crash a man for. Me penny boss said Adi. Na when me director producer was share chinchim if you didn't be up. And I think I said come out. I mean, I'm watching time with Francis Ebaso live on this channel. Please don't miss out. Media. My message in that short. We also follow keenly with the upcoming elections. Thursday will bring you all the results and whatever that transpired. So just stick and stay with us. My name is Lawrence Apini Eboa. I respond to this name if you call me. It's been the Premier Live on TodayGhanaNews TV. For now, dear, I'm out. See you next week, Thursday. It's a pleasure with you. Bye.
Oh, say yay! The African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026. Society, Yapa Hunting of a Francis Consults, Eto Esa Afro as Bitesa, Ewa Ghana, any Africa, Sabe showcase creativity, Ewa global stage, so we artists, fashion designer, chef, musician, Anna Empo, cultural entrepreneur, any woman, so what the African young creativity, every the global stage, Ewa Europe, ya boy ya pomo atuho, ya show registration I say, and it's 2% participating, and now on getting more information there, any other contact in Ewa Humachu so +374 558 508 11 and +233 542 545 815. Following our Facebook, Ope and Sembisa Ana Bibi Piata Efaye Hon. Ubetimi I email and so ewo African Culture Festival 2018 at gmail.com. African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026, made of way. Africa on display, culture without borders. Yeah, that was it,